Hey guys, Vlad here. Just doing a update the video for the next ban list. I mean, according to what the site says it is, and a response video to Phoenix's build because it looks like he's having a pretty hard time. And I just want to show him my deck just to let him know that just to show him what I'm doing and how it's been working out. Like I have I've been playing at locals and we have a little bit of everything there. We got Mermals, everything in the meta, and it's kind of hard to play in that with that because you have a bunch of people that know your playstyle and know what plays to stop. So you got to continuously think outside the box and learn how to play as if everyone knows your strategy, which is it make everyone a better player, obviously. But here's the deck. I want run one red eyes, and I agree with Phoenix. When you draw this card in your hand, it is you got to waste resources to use it because you don't want to banish very much in this deck. Um, your monsters are pretty valuable. Um, and then I run double dark Samorg against the Fire Fist. I was playing a guy, my friend, he had his Fire Fist deck together. I played this card with a Stardust, and it was auto scoop. That's and whenever I play against rabbit decks, this card right here, and you play this plus Stardust, it's usually auto scoop. I play one Zephyros mainly uh, because of Samorg. I don't want him banished without using his effect. So you know, I was gonna put him up to two, but I decided to put in another card on the way back a from the regionals up in Minnesota. Me and my friend were talking about Gale. He ran Gale in his Gravekeeper deck, and he kept trying to make me do it, and I finally listened to him. But the loop is you get him on the field whenever you're doing your big Dragunity loop, and then he's searchable with Gate Urge. So you add him to hand with Gate Urge, pitch whatever your card you want to pitch, even if it's a Samorg, whatever. And then when he's on the field, you special summon him. You can either keep going into your loop, or you can end with the Armor Master, because that card is freaking OP, and it's all you got to do is just keep your opponent from using their destroy effects, but it's a pretty OP card. Then I run the double Mesaltane. Three is just too cloggy. You got to run him at two, especially when the suppressor dragons come out. He's searchable, so that's pretty amazing. I run my defense, which is my ducks. They set up my defense. That's the way you run the deck if you want to be successful. The only time whenever I went to the regionals, the only reason why I lost is the same reason why Phoenix lost. Those bad hands that this deck seems to put out all the time. Then I run my offense, which is the Legionnaire. Pop, pop, gets over Starlight Road. And Ackley's. Now, Ackley's, everyone forgets about his first effect, which is whenever he's normal summon, special summon one Dragunity monster from your hand and equip it. So you special summon. They have to waste their resources to stop this card. To stop the Achilles. Basically, it makes your opponent gives you a chance to run. It gives you three more chances to pop two cards, and they got to waste resources. So if they waste a warning on this card, you've already made them waste a card, and you dealt 2,000 damage. It's our judgment or whatever, and then then you're gonna have this in your hand to equip this from the graveyard. Plus, it's got the same ruling as the Inzectors. If it goes while it's equipped and a fissure's on the field, it goes as a spell. So that's why I run it at three. I'd much rather have three of those than three terraformings. Of course, you're going to run the Phalanx. He's pretty self-explanatory. I run the double effect Veiler because even though breakthrough skill is cute, I'd much rather have this sitting in my hand. I don't like getting it popped, and I don't like people playing something stupid like Imperial Iron Wall or something just to stop that play. Obviously, you're gonna run the Ravine because it's the deck basically. Deck wouldn't run without it. One Foolish because Future Fusion's banned. one terraforming. You know, you draw this at a wrong time. Whenever you've already gone through your ravines, it's kind of a bad card, especially since your most good players know to pop that ravine as soon as they can. One monster reborn. I don't run the the Trinity because you need to save your field spell for other plays, and you need and Dark Hole. It's either a 1 for 1 or you end up pitching it for Ravine because you always have monster presence. Uh, I run the the double cards for the draw power, plus it's an easy sideable card. Side it out for anything you need because most decks will give you draw power. Um, Run double MST3. It just seemed like I was either pitching it for Ravine or it was just when I was drawing it at bad times. So two is perfect. Plus, with the new format, I think MST might be going down to 1. I run double Lance for the anti stun, especially because warning's gonna be gone. That everyone's gonna run bottomless or some silly card that that will destroy them as or remove them as they're on the field. And Compulse is probably going to make a comeback now. People that don't run it at all will probably run it at 1 or at least 1 or 2, and this will just get around it. Plus, whenever Fire Fist attack, you just lance, and then all their boost is gone. Uh, the bottomless, like more relevant. It's always been a good card. You know, I run the double compulse because it gets over all those pesky exceeds plus the fire kings. Whenever they drop it, you just compulse it back to their hand. Sometimes, sometimes it can help them out, give them that trade in, but other times it just I already have 3 in my hand. That kind of sucks. Now my deck's dead. I run 1 Starlight Road, obviously, because if you have a ravine and you set this, that heavy storm is not going to stop it. And then now 1 warning. That's the only card I dropped out as of now because the suppressor dragons are going to be amazing. The deck's going to be tweaked slightly, but not very much. Actually, everyone's gonna want to run as much pitchable cards as possible. So you're gonna want to run those Accolades at 3 now because you can pitch it and add. And then of course the 1 Judgment just to push for game. Now for the extra deck, Scrap Dragon. You have an Accolades equipped with anything else, you get to pop 2 cards. It's just a big Legionnaire if you do it right. I run the double Stardust because it's Stardust. I run 1 Dirge, and I would like to run it at 2, but it just seems like you wouldn't need it at 2. 1 is just the perfect number. He's the one that sets up plays. He's the one that adds just about anything you want that's level 4 or lower. He helps thin out your deck, so especially early game, whenever you can use his effect 3 times in one game in 1 turn, and get 3 monsters that you don't want to draw out of your deck and into your graveyard. He's just the card. He makes the deck. He's basically a Dragon Ravine with wings. Only run double Vajrayana because 3 it's not really relevant for the game, and two can either push for game or get you into your loops and set your defense up. Especially with the Ackley's double pop, it's pretty amazing. The Armor Master. If you shrink with Gale and then you attack something, it just gets over that big monster. Catastor, I'd never take him out, especially since a lot of the warnings and back row hate is staying there. 1 for obvious reasons. He gets you into another type of loop. 2 of them because I run 2 Attumes. Tomb at 2 is just amazing. It gets you into an extra loop, and then the Photon Strike Bouncer. I'd like to talk a little bit more about my deck, but for some reason I can't update my computer to go over 10 minutes, so I'm going to have to cut it off there. But just Phoenix, just try it out. Try it out at 1 locals or something and see what you think. I'll talk to you later.